In a new podcast interview, Twilight director Catherine Hardwicke is opening up about the intense and steamy audition scene between Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart that solidified her casting decision. If you thought you knew everything there was to know about the Twilight movies, you may want to think again after the first installment's director, Catherine Hardwicke, opened up about the moment she knew Robert Pattinson was the perfect addition to the franchise. Catherine was featured on Wednesday's episode of Spotify's The Big Hit Show podcast as she recalled the moment Kristen and Rob auditioned for their respective roles of Bella Swan and Edward Cullen together. When describing what she'd initially sought out for, Catherine explained, "I wanted somebody that didn't seem like a real person. Who is that going to be? This vampire has lived for 90-something years. He's ethereal, he's special, he's unique, he's internal, he's brooding, he's everything, iconic." After admitting that she always knew casting Edward would be difficult, once Kristen signed on to star as Bella early on, Catherine then detailed the audition scene which took place in her Venice Beach home, explaining why she was initially very skeptical of him.
And he walked in and he had his hair was dyed black for some play with these wacky bangs. He was a bit out of shape. His shirt was just all messy and, I'm like, ooh, okay.
Thankfully, Rob's audition went nothing like his first impression, as Catherine went on to describe the audition scene between he and Kristen that led her to find her mysterious immortal hero. And spoiler alert, it's steamy.
Rob and Kristen auditioned on my bed, the kissing scene. Rob was so into it, he fell off the bed. I'm like, dude, calm down, And I'm in there filming with my little video camera, whatever.
Catherine also recalled Kristen pushing for Rob to get the role, but Catherine was extremely concerned about Kristen's age, seeing as she was only 17 at the start of filming, while Rob was 21. She added, "I could tell they had a lot of chemistry, and I thought, oh my God, Kristen was 17. I don't want to get in some illegal thing." So I remember I told Rob, by the way, Kristen is 17. In our country, it's illegal for them to have sexual relations. And he's like, oh, okay, whatever. The two didn't end up dating until halfway through 2009, and their relationship would last 4 years. Despite the fact that things just didn't work out, Kristen recently recalled her and Rob's instant chemistry back in November, telling The New Yorker, "It was so clear who worked. He had an intellectual approach that was combined with, I don't give a about this, but I'm gonna make this sing." And I was like, same. And although Catherine only ended up directing the first of all 5 films, we have her to thank for the spot-on book-to-movie adaptation. She recalled the idea for the film's first screenplay in an attempt to draw in a more male audience, saying they wanted to take the concept of Romeo and Juliet with vampires and build in a structure that was far more like a cinematic structure. Catherine admitted to telling the screenwriters to toss the script in the trash, adding, "I said, it's no good. You have to make it like the book. The original script literally had Bella on jet skis being chased by the FBI. She was the star athlete, nothing to do with the book." Yeah, we'll gladly pass on the whole jet ski convict plot and continue to tune in to reruns of the Twilight Saga until further notice. To see why Kristen Stewart seemingly regrets the Twilight movies, click right over here for the full Clevver News rundown. Then let me know all your thoughts on this new information about Kristen and Rob's intense Twilight chemistry in the comments down below. For now, I'm your host, Carly Henderson. Come find me on social media at CarlyHenderson_, and I'll catch you next time.